Look at me, yeah. Remember when they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself, you can't look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Yeah.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Y'all hear the 300ZX running in the background? Yes, I did fix this thing, but before we get into all that, do not skip ahead of the video. We will get there when we get there. Do not skip ahead. Y'all gonna see it, but I'm in a good ass mood, man. Just enjoy this. Don't skip ahead. Just chillax. Watch this thing through, but yes, it is back. It is back running, and y'all gonna see that later, but don't skip ahead, just enjoy the video, man. Thank y'all. Y'all see your boy, y'all happy and stuff, you feel me? So I'm gonna let y'all get to watching this video. The SRZ, baby. The SRZ, baby. Alright, so let's talk about the elephant in the room before we even get into what we get into today. So, the new Supra that me and my girl are trying to get. You guys seen the last video where we went test drove one, and it was just an outrageous price for what that car was. It had dents, or not dents, it had dings, interior was dirty, it was a 2020, and for, like, I would be interested in owning a 2020, but not for that price. 63K is outrageous, so that was just not even a question. And they were firm on the price, like, oh, we're competitively priced aggressively for a 500 mile radius, when I was seeing Supras for definitely going for cheaper than 63K. So that Supra that y'all seen in the last video, we did not get. It was just outrageously priced for what it was, and you know, the imperfections on the car. But you guys know that I've been wanting a Supra since 2019 when they first got ready to come out. I've been wanting one for hella long, but I've also wanted a Z06. You guys know the goal for me is to have my C5, my C6 that y'all see right here, and a C7 all parked next to each other. I want the trio because those are my favorite vets. I feel like the C5 is like the peak year where the car started breaking records. It was doing fantastic. It was the last year of the pop-ups, and then you have the C6, which kind of changed the pop-ups that I had to get used to, but it still had the circle traditional Corvette tail lights. And then you had the C7, which was a supercharged monster out the box. The electronics and everything are fantastic, but it was like, damn, it doesn't have circle lights, none of that. So it had to grow on me. But you guys know that those are my three favorite Corvettes that I personally would love to own. And y'all know I could have went and got a Z06. If I wanted to go get a C7 Z06 for myself, I would have been like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. I'm going to get it. I want it. But remember, this car is for me and my girl to drive. I wanted a Supra. She likes a Supra. She needs a new car right now because her job is basically taking the company car back, because they're actually opening an office locally to where we stay at, so she will no longer have to commute. So to kill two birds with one stone, I was like, you know what? You like the Supra, I like the Supra. We were thinking about getting a four-door car at first, but now we're just like, you know what, fuck it. We both want the Supra. If we have kids in the future, we'll go grab another car. But for now, for the time being, we're looking at Supras. And the reason why I'm picking the Supra over the C7 Z06 is simply because of the automatic trans. I'm not buying an automatic, I'm not buying an automatic C7 Z06. If I'm buying a car of that caliber that costs that much money, I'm buying it for my liking, and my liking is gonna be a manual. But since it's something that she needs to drive, I'm opting in to do the Supra more so for her benefits of it, so she can drive the Supra. If it was my choice, I would be getting a C7 Z06 if it was solely for myself. But since I'm doing a whole partner thing, I gotta think realistically for what's better for me and what's better for her at the same time. So I'm looking at getting a Supra. If you guys seen the YouTube Community Center, I actually posted that I did drop a deposit on a 2022 Supra, and we're basically first in line for this one to come. I'm still looking for one that is my color preference, but this is the only one that was coming to that dealership for 2022. So I basically dropped the payment on that. That way I have first dibs and I have the first allocation on it when it does come. But since it's still being built, we're currently in the middle of talking about seeing if we could possibly change the color and interior combo to something that I like, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's really not a color I want, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep looking, but I do have a deposit on one, and that one's basically mine when it gets here. It's not gonna be ready until October, but you know, like I said, we're doing, the reason why I'm getting a Supra is not just solely for myself. It is, you know, for her also. So she's the one that's gonna be mainly driving it. I'm more so getting it so I can do the cool shit that I would like to do to a Supra, and then here and there when I decide to drive it, I can drive it. But it's mainly going to be her car that she drives around. So that's why I decided to do the Supra instead of the C7Z06. Y'all know I would have loved to have a C7Z06. It's one of my cars that are like up there on my list to have. So this is for you, girl. You know I want that C7Z06. But anywho, let's get in here now that I explained that. What are we getting into today? Currently, we are about to be taking these new wheels that I have for the C5. Y'all can't see them yet, but this is going to be a drag pack for that car. Yep, finally putting a radio on there. Like I told y'all, we're going to be seeing what this thing can do, and I plan on taking it to Sonoma Raceway and seeing what we can run with this thing in a quarter mile. Pretty sure my 60 foot is going to be trash, but I do want to take it there and actually put this car to the test and see what we can do and start getting some actual content for y'all of these cars performing and doing something other than just build. It's time to start driving and enjoying these things how they're meant to be driven. But these are the new wheels for the C Fizzle. Hold on, let me see if I can give y'all a little. Y'all want to see a little? Is that a lip we see here? Y'all see a little more? Nah, I can't show y'all too much of that. Y'all see them when they go on the C5. But I am dropping these off at Aaron's shop. I'm gonna be having Aaron's boss drill these things out because they are currently 5x114, but we need to drill them out to 5x120. And they didn't make them in 5x120 for the offset that I needed because I have the wide body kit. So most vet offset wheels are going to be pretty high up in the 50s, and my car can actually run about a 20 or 15 offset. So that's why I'm taking these to get these re-drilled. And I think they're personally gonna look dope on here. I kind of missed the black on black. You guys have been saying y'all like the black on black, so we're gonna be bringing back the black on back, but back on back. I'm back on Nita's back. Black on black look, but in the drag pack for y'all. So let's load these up and then let's get on our way. All right, so wheels all loaded up in the rental, and bruh, y'all ain't seen this thing really detailed since, I don't think I've ever had it detailed. Dude, I had this thing detailed yesterday and it looks insanely clean. Like, seeing this car actually super cleaned up like this, I was like, bruh, this mother effer is hard. Got the wheels, all the wheels cleaned up on the inside. That was one thing y'all were always commenting, like, bruh, clean your wheels, bruh. But damn, man. No lie, seeing this thing all cleaned up, I was like taking a step back, kept looking back like, damn, this thing is clean. Super clean. I want to do exactly what I did to the C5 to this thing. Supercharge it, stroke it to a 416. This thing would be so nasty. Like, this would be my ideal, perfect daily dream car right here. All right, let's get up out of here. Push button, start. Power off. We here at Aaron's job right now, but that fool ain't here. So yeah, dropping the wheels off right now. Let's cover these things up. Don't want to give y'all too much of them, you know what I'm saying? So these should be ready to go tomorrow. Oh yeah, you can see the fronts are a 9.5, but the rear is obviously a 9.5. Alright, let's get seats back up in this rental thing. I'm gonna probably leave y'all in the trunk, man. I should be back shortly for y'all. Alright, so we back home right now. Just pulling up to the hut. And I think while it's not super hot out here, I think I'm gonna try to mess with the 300ZX today. This thing has been getting neglected, and I'm pretty sure the issue that's occurring is probably something minuscule as hell and not really a big issue, but I've just been so all over the place with other bills that I haven't really been thinking about this thing too much. So let me move some stuff around in the garage because we got shit everywhere, and then I'm gonna pull this thing out, clean it up a little bit because I just had my roof done and shit fell all on the car. So we'll clean this thing up, and then we're gonna start trying to see if we can source out the issue on why it's going lean. So hopefully I can figure it out today, because I really do want to get this car ready to go to a drift event and slide, and that way I can test out the new suspension and stuff that I put on here. But we'll see. But anywho, let's clean up. Super. Ugh, shit everywhere. Damn. Kind of cleaned up. Definitely a lot better than what it was. No more wood and stuff all on the ground from the roof. Y'all can hear the 300ZX in the background running. This thing has been sitting here idling for the last 45 minutes or so. Just been letting this thing sit here and idle. Temperature is still good. Everything feels A1. So I'm gonna pull this thing back in, and then I'm gonna start trying to figure out what is going on. Why is it going lean under boost? You know what? I figured I'm gonna drive this down the street to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about that it's doing. So y'all can see right now, idling the AFR. Well, fuck. LED, so it's flickering, but currently right now at idle, we're at 14.5 to about 14.7 AFR, which is perfect. What you want to see at idle on the 85. It's 10, 11. See right there, went to like 17 when it started building into boost. So that's where the issue is occurring. I want to check, the first thing I'm about to be checking is the fuel pump. Pull the fuel pump and see what this thing is looking like in here. When it's idling, free revving, everything is fine. But the moment you start getting into boost, it goes lean and starts to sputter. So it's almost acting as if it's a fuel delivery issue. I don't think there's any boost leaks. I checked the piping, everything seems to be intact. Vacuum seems normal. But like I said, when you get into boost, it does start going lean. So I want to pull the fuel pump out. I want to see if there's possibly a line that has a kink in it, if the line is slipping or whatever. But it's only on boost that the issue is happening. So it leads me to believe that there's a fuel delivery issue. So I'm gonna get back here, pull this fuel pump out. I'm gonna let it run to see if I can see fuel bypassing some type of way, if there's an internal leak in there. But I have no clue. Other than that, like, the car rev is fine. Does everything normal, other than when it's boost time. So I actually just heard something really weird. I don't know if y'all will be able to pick it up, but let me try it. When the fuel pump's priming, it sounds like there's an internal leak. Hold on, listen. See if y'all can hear it. That sounds weird. And I hear like a... I think something's going on in the tank. I'm about to pull that thing out. Alright, let's get to it. All right. Alright, so got the fuel pump out. I don't really see nothing that would be a red flag or anything like that, so I don't know. This thing looks fine. All the lines seem to be tight. There's no ribs or anything in the feed line on here. Alright, so I just got the fuel pump back in, making sure this O-ring isn't leaking or anything. Doesn't seem to be leaking. This one right here didn't have a little clamp on it, but I'll put one on those in a little bit. Alright, no leaks. Fuel pressure is perfect, 60 psi. It could be a possibility that a line was loose in there, because right now it does sound like it's priming better. It doesn't have that spilling sound that it had before. So I'm gonna fill up with some E85, and then we're gonna take this thing around the block to see if that possibly could have fixed it. Because other than that, I see no issue for this thing to be acting up like this. All right, let's see if this fixed it. man. Oh shit. It's not going lean either. Oh. But seems to be doing good, yo. Damn, I forgot this thing was quick, dude. Oh, snaps. This is my first time getting to do pulls on the street. Remember, I took it straight off the dyno, and then we took it to the track, and I had suspension issues. But man, this car makes 420 horsepower and 420 torque, and dude, I forgot how, like, oh god, this thing rips. Jesus. Man, this thing is quick. Oh, I can't believe I thought about getting rid of this car, man. I was tripping. I was. Ain't no brake, I forgot. God, this thing rips, man. This thing is, yeah, I was big tripping. I'm glad. I was big tripping. Dude, this SR rips. I had a feeling that it was something with fuel delivery because the whole fuel system is brand new on here. On top of that, the pump sounded super weird when it was priming, and man, y'all see now, like, it's good, dude. It has a little sputter, but I think what I need to do is probably throw this thing back on the dyno and probably have my tuner fine tune it. I got a few changes I want to make. I want to add a bigger wastegate spring in here, probably a brand new wastegate, and then just go from there. But dude, this thing is absolutely nutty, man. Like, this is my first time doing a pull on with the 300ZX on the street. Like, you guys seen that it went straight from the dyno to the track, had issues, and then it just didn't run right after that. And now it's like, what's up? But now it's like, dude, it's ripping, dude. It is ripping. This thing is quick. Like, it's super light with good power, good torque. Like, I would love to race this versus my C6, dude, because this thing is nasty. Oh my god, bruh. I can't believe I was gonna get rid of this car, man. I was tripping. I was tripping, dude. It's fucking beautiful. This thing is. I'm going to register this car. I'm speechless right now, bruh. I feel like I'm hella jittery and shaky right now. I haven't ate nothing all day. Like, I'm on an empty stomach, just full of adrenaline right now. Dude, this thing is nasty. Nasty. I was tripping considering getting rid of this, man. Tripping. This car is a blast. Oh, bro. As soon as I get this thing back on the dyno, man, it is time for drifting. Fuck all the building and all that, dude. It is time to get back into drifting. I'm ready to take this thing to an event, man. This thing is nasty. I'm not saying that because it's my car. I'm not exaggerating it. You guys see all the cars that I have, but this thing is a blast, bruh. This thing is a blast. Whew. I'm at a loss for words, bro. I'm just excited that this car is finally running again, man. almost gave up on it. I was like, man, I'm about to fix it and then get rid of it. And I didn't even get to really experience it, but after driving it for the first time and experiencing it for myself, I would have been so upset if I would have got rid of this car, bruh. I would have been highly disappointed in myself for fixing it and getting rid of it for somebody else. Like, absolutely not, man. Like, this thing is nasty. Interior is clean, like, tripping. Oh, I'm gonna register this car. This gotta get on the street. I gotta get this car on the streets, bruh. I have to. I gotta get this thing registered and get it on the street so I can drive this thing on the street. It's a little on the low side. You guys heard it rubbing and stuff, but I gotta get this car on the street. All right, so now that my car's all done, walk in the house with my head high.
What? What? What's that?
It's me walking in the house with my head high. 300ZX is running again.
Oh, really?
Yes. High five.
I've been going too crazy, these niggas too shady, speed limit 65. I'm